let us remember we are in the holy presence of God, and let us adore him. Now, we talk a lot about diversity, but what about in the church? The Catholic Church is often seen as white, pure and westernized. Yet the biggest growing Catholic congregation in the world is sub-Saharan Africa. I learnt a fact the other day that might or might not shock you, but many of our images today are based on a 16th century prince. Recognizing its Middle Eastern and North African roots, how did the gospel, our churches, and the message become so whitewashed? Father Pascal Uche in Colchester says that, in fact, this is the power of the gospel, that the message of God's love, Christ's salvation, and the history of the prophets and the Holy Family chimed with those in the West, so much that they took Christ into their homes and into their hearts. Ultimately, relating to the story, the images they created reflected their experiences, their looks, their clothes, colours and symbols. See, this is the beauty of the gospel message, that it strikes so close to our hearts that we can see and depict Christ living in our lives. But Father Pascal now calls for the Western Church to reflect the diversity of its congregation. We need the Holy Family to be representative of all its believers, its saints and its origins. This doesn't mean erasing white depictions of the gospel messages, but encouraging the emergence of alternatives, such as Vincent Barzoni's African American Jesus, or Lorna May Wadsworth's Last Supper, Lou Honginan, Jesus Mather, and Jamie Lewis's Icons of the Bible, Janet Mackenzie's Images, and Shevlin Sebastian's Mural. So let's encourage creativity. Welcome diversity and contributions of diversity in our lives, in our churches and in our minds. Let us open our eyes and hearts to different experiences and perceptions of Christ and his followers, and welcome ideas and diversity with love, honesty, and compassion. So we ask God, you, the one from whom on different paths all of us have come, to whom on different paths all of us are going. Make strong in our hearts what unites us. Build bridges across all that divides us. United, make us rejoice in our diversity, and at one in our witness to your peace, a rainbow to your glory. Amen. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.